hear you. Thank you. Thank you for every character, every word, every sentence, also for every rant, your praise, and the moments of delight that we built together. See, at HubSpot, our mission is to help you grow better. And to do that, we need to know from you what that's going to take. We spend our time listening to customers and learning from companies that do the same. We just heard Brian mention some products, really cool products, that have totally changed his perspective. We saw how his perspective has changed. And some of these I relate to because I'm a daily user of them, like Lyft and Chewy. I have a little black lab. She's 10 years old. And DoorDash. Some of these companies I relate to just because they're so freaking cool, like millennial pink level cool. So Brian mentioned Emily Weiss and Glossier, and I want to dig a little bit deeper there. And I could say that I'm not a user of Glossier's products, but I think my dewy glow gives it away. What I admire about them is how they really listen to customers. They're really super driven by customers. So check this out. This is a product that Glossier's built. It's called the Milky Jelly Cleanser. What a name. And wow, what a product. It's award-winning and all that, but the best proof is in what customers are saying about them and how fast customers are reordering. The best skincare product on the planet. Magic. Must have. Perfect. Wow. Over 1,300 five-star reviews. See, by developing products centered on their customers, Glossier grew to over $100 million in revenue last year. How on earth did these folks pull this off? Well, how do you develop a face wash? I've never done it. I can imagine a product manager putting on his or her standard issue black t-shirt and doing the incremental stuff. You know, maybe make a face wash that's a little bit scrubbier or a little bit bubblier. Maybe make it a little more expensive, get a better margin. But that's not how you make a great face wash. A people-powered ecosystem. That's how they did it. You see, in 2015, Glossier's product team set out to build a face wash completely driven by customer feedback. And so they used their blogs, their social media, email. They engaged thousands of readers to come and give them feedback. And what they heard drew them to a path that they likely never would have taken without that kind of input. We saw how well it worked out for Glossier. Shouldn't HubSpot do the same? Yes. In fact, we decided not to get up here this year and announce a whole new hub. We took a year to obsess only on the feedback and let that guide our roadmap. You see, Brian and Dharmesh have created this customer-obsessed culture, and we live in it every day in a bunch of different places. So let me give you a peek what it's like to be on our team. Whether I'm on my phone or my laptop, this is where I hang out every day, along with about 1,000 other HubSpotters. It's a Slack channel. And in this Slack channel, we see every single survey response, every single piece of customer feedback that comes through. And nothing warms my heart like seeing a support rep and a product manager, a customer service manager, maybe even a founder chiming in on a piece of feedback. It's this magical aligning experience when we're all reading and discussing real feedback in real time. But NPS is just the beginning. See, we have to have one place where the whole community can vent and brainstorm and build off each other's ideas, and that for us is the HubSpot Ideas Forum. So there are some terrific ideas here. We watch this really closely. And I promise that we'll get into some serious stuff, but first, let's have a little bit of fun. So there was a customer who remarked that we had done everything that they had asked us to do, and so they threw this up on the Ideas Forum just to see what we would do. In case you can't read that, it says, "I want a pony." And it got 220 upvotes, and all these people piling on in the comments. So we said, let's do it. And then the post office turned us away, so we figured a real pony was not going to make it all the way to this customer in New York. So we did what any good product team would do, and we sent them this little guy, a stuffed pony named Douglas, to Manhattan. And I'm told Douglas enjoys everything bagels with a nice smear of cream cheese and sharp, spicy yellow mustard on his hot dogs. So ponies aside, there are a ton of ideas on this forum, and we have the vast majority of them either delivered or currently under construction. We're going to see a bunch today. As you can see, it's a super active community. But I'll be honest, what we're not good at is closing the loop and reaching out and telling each one of you when we've done the thing that you cared about, that you voted for. So we learned that's a full-time job for someone. We've made it someone's full-time job. Look for us to do better there, and thank you for the feedback on that. And now I want to prove it to you. Across tens of thousands of conversations with you this year, there were 3 central themes to your feedback. 3 ways that you challenged us to grow and grow better. The first was pretty simple. Dear HubSpot, I just need this to be easier. We saw from Brian's talk and the products he discussed that ease of use is no longer a nice to have. It's a must have, especially for your overworked and scaling growing businesses. So we didn't have to look very far for this first make it easier for me feature. It was the #1 idea in our ideas forum. In fact, this problem is so old across our entire industry, I swear this is true, researchers found this painted on a cave wall in what is modern-day France. Totally true. Since the dawn of managing, I should say, customer relationships, that data has been messy. And the single biggest source of that messiness has been duplicate contact data. Tens of thousands of years later, you all still have duplicate contact in your CRM. Dupe data makes marketing tracking less effective and less accurate. It creates more friction for your sales reps in the selling process. And the process of addressing this, the process of finding, merging, deleting duplicate contacts has been enormously difficult. Why? Well, it's been manual. Not anymore. We're thrilled to launch a new contact deduplication tool powered by artificial intelligence, and it makes it a breeze to keep your whole database clean. No other CRM in the market has such a powerful feature built into it. We stand alone. Clean data gives you your freedom back. And nothing says freedom like the open road. Let's take a look at how Harley-Davidson is using contact dedupe.
We have a lot of people that'll come in, never ridden before. Once they get on a motorcycle, they're really hooked, and then they get out on the road and they kind of understand when we talk about, personal freedom and things like that. Our relationships with our customers are really a key ingredient to our business. When guests enter our store, you can see their eyes light up when they walk in the showroom and see all of the motorcycles, and they understand that this is an experience that's a lot different than other stores that they walk into. Our guests are very unique. What we try to do is tailor a unique experience for each one of those guests. HubSpot really helps us with our customer experience. It helps us speak to our guests and understand what they're looking for in their journey.
People are so passionate about it that it doesn't take a lot for me to really put in to get them excited. I just feed on that excitement and I push it right back, and we share that with each other. My job is to help get them excited and to bring them in. I import leads daily. Harley doesn't always give us an email address. It'll create new contacts very, very frequently. We do have a lot of duplicates in the system. We have over 34,000 contacts in our system. So we do have a lot of data that we need to sift through to really organize. Because we have duplicates in the system, sometimes with a different email, is that the same customer will get the same email 2-3 times, depending on how often they're in the system, or product specialist A is going to reach out, but then product specialist B also reach out because they don't know that A is reaching out. So it's a bad experience, and HubSpot has really helped us take that out and just really customize our communication to better suit our customers. The way the deduplicating feature works, basically people that have either same first name, last name, or same address or phone number finds them so that I can decide, is this the same person or not? A lot of times we'll have people buy a nickname like Rob, but really it's also Robert, so it really helps kind of minimize that. I was blown away. I was like, this is amazing. Where was this all my life? So it was awesome. I love it. There's a lot of ways HubSpot has really helped with efficiency, and it helps us customize and really make the customer feel special.
I really wanted to introduce HubSpot to Oakland Harley-Davidson because it helps us bring our customer experience to the forefront. Lets our sales and marketing teams work together to be able to provide the experience that customers want. Harley-Davidson is really about riding motorcycles or using motorcycles to exhibit who you are and your style and where you want to go and what you want to do in life. It's using a motorcycle to get somewhere and express who you are.
Wow, who wants a Harley now? I know, I do. Well, thank you, Carolyn, and the whole team at Harley-Davidson of Oakland. I'm so psyched to see you having this level of success with HubSpot. You guys absolutely rock. Now, deduplication wasn't the only thing we did to make HubSpot easier, and not even the only thing around contacts. So here's a big idea that many of you mentioned in feedback and that we really wanted for ourselves. You know, we use HubSpot CRM exclusively inside HubSpot. So speed. Speed makes a product easier to use. This is very true. So our platform needs to feel lightning fast. This year, we spent an enormous amount of energy speeding up wide swaths of the platform, and this is my favorite example. This is one of the toughest problems we had. You see, this is called the contact detail page. And this layout gets loaded millions of times a day. It's a mission-critical thing for sales reps, for marketers and service folks. And there's such an enormous amount of data on this page, there's a ton of heavy lifting that has to happen. It's a very, very hard page to load quickly. Let's take a look at how it loaded this time last year when we were in this room together. Okay? And now, let's race without motorcycles. On the left is the new version, and on the right is the old version. Let's see how they stack up. Wow. Fast feels easy. What do you guys think of that? We also redesigned this critical page to have a lot more information in it while still having a very approachable, clean UI. That was something you guys pushed us for, and we delivered on that. We've gotten great feedback on that. So that's not all. Let's see what else you were asking us for. Contact deduplication was the #1 most requested feature. What we're going to talk about next is the #2 most requested feature. Workflows are hard to manage without foldering. Stephen Franklin here was hardly alone. 450 customers asked for this. There were 10 pages of comments, and frankly, our marketing team really needed this as well. Done. All right. Folders and workflows. Now you can keep your HubSpot account organized, and you can assign folders by team, by geography, whatever fits your business best. So sometimes feedback is easy to understand, but it takes a while to get to. So we were really glad to get this one done for all of you who voted for it. People wanted to link branches of workflows together. In fact, lots of you needed this critical feature. It saves time, and it keeps your workflow design clean and elegant. And we heard you. Today, I'm happy to introduce merging workflow branches. Here's an example. Let's say you're building an onboarding experience with email. You may want each person to have a very tailored experience up until the end where you want everybody to get the same email. Now, that's very easy. You can do it in HubSpot with just a click. Merging branches is available today in companies, tickets, deals, quotes, and it's coming very soon to contacts, which I know you're all excited about. All right. Customers should be able to just click a link and buy. How can we make the last mile of the sales process as frictionless as possible? You've all heard of e-commerce. We think the future is B-commerce, digital B2B commerce. I'm going to admit, the next slide is the most self-serving of the entire presentation. And by self-serving, I mean it's literally self-serving. It's your customers serving themselves. These guys are excited. Who's excited for this? This is as cool as it seems, I'll tell you. I know some of you are actually already using this. I saw examples this morning of agency partners selling courses and all sorts of stuff off their website. And that's easy to do. You can put a link on your website. You can sell services, courses, whatever you want. You can put a CTA in your email signature. You can send links through chat. Very, very cool. Rule number one of sales, if a customer is ready to buy, let them. So, dear customer, we heard you. We've made it easier for you to do the things that you need to do in HubSpot. Here's a snapshot of some of the other related improvements we didn't get to today. And let me ask, for all of you who needed HubSpot to be easier, who's excited about all this new stuff? Okay, the second theme of your feedback was, Dear HubSpot, I need more. And with apologies to Christopher Walken and Will Ferrell, you were not asking for more cowbell. You're asking HubSpot for more enterprise-level functionality and more integrations, just to be sure that you'll never outgrow us. Makes a lot of sense. So let's start by meeting a unicorn company here in Boston who continues to grow better through our vibrant developer ecosystem.
We are a cybersecurity company. We help large enterprise businesses keep their employees and their data safe from breaches and hackers. One of the first things that we did as a team was step back and take a look at all the tools that we had in place and make sure that we were using things that were not only going to help us grow, but also would grow with us. When we looked at the platform that we had in place, it did not represent a central hub where we could plug lots of things in and expand our go-to-market.
It was a mess. We're managing multiple tools, multiple logins, and reporting was a nightmare, and we made the decision to consolidate and go all on one platform with HubSpot.
We have over a dozen apps integrated with HubSpot that are helping us grow and scale globally. That's why we love the HubSpot app marketplace. It's a central hub, it's an easy place to discover new tools and for our team to connect existing ones.
It's almost like downloading an app on your phone. It's a click to configure. You're not relying on IT. I'm confident that I can set up a new integration through a couple of clicks.
In one specific instance, we identified a marketer, a goal, and a budget on Monday, and we had results showing up on Friday.
I really see it as my job to enable the team members to be able to execute on their jobs on a day-to-day basis in the most seamless and efficient way as possible. Some of the integrations that help make that possible, things like Google Search Console, SurveyMonkey, Hotjar, Perfect Audience, and Eventbrite.
And Eventbrite allows us to measure the effectiveness of those events, but also share the information back with the sales team in a quick and timely fashion. And GoToWebinar helps us effectively track who's attending what and share that back with the various teams that need to know. And using HubSpot as our one central hub connected to these different integrations allows us to track how our events, how our webinars, and how our other campaigns impact the bottom line.
HubSpot has enabled Cybereason to grow. We've run 250 roadshows across the United States and Europe, and that's all been executed directly through HubSpot. HubSpot certainly makes life easier from a marketer's perspective. More importantly, HubSpot's making a better experience for our customers.
It's helping us improve the user experience on our website. It's helping us improve how people consume our content and how we interact with people at events.
If we didn't have HubSpot, Cybereason wouldn't be able to move as fast as it does.
Life without HubSpot would be chaotic. There's no other way to put it. Deciding to go with HubSpot was one of the best decisions that we've made.
HubSpot is a platform and a teammate.
It's really great to be able to see a team work so efficiently, and the tool benefits me, it benefits the marketers, and it benefits our customers.
All right, let's hear it for Cybereason. I'll tell you, it's amazing to see the growth that they've had, and it's been a huge privilege for us to be along for some small part of the journey. So let's take a deeper look at the app marketplace they're talking about. It's a totally redesigned and rewritten app marketplace with hundreds more apps and extensions than last year. It's growing, frankly, faster than we expected. This all-new marketplace makes it easy to find a curated set of over 300 apps and extensions. You can plug them into your HubSpot account with just one click, and that gives you the power to connect all the tools that you use easily into one place. And Cybereason's Director of Customer Success has gotten into the fun too. Her name is Jean, and she told us our NPS score went up significantly this year because of our new engagement model, all of which would not have been possible without HubSpot. See, Jean's department was able to turbocharge the flywheel by bringing all of their applications into one place. Very, very cool. Great work, Jean. Let's see some more feedback. Paul Taylor at Sourceability told us they needed to easily assign permissions across groups. Makes sense? You need the right people to have the right access to the right tools at the right time. So whether that be the content for a team's region or a sales pipeline for a given sales team, you need to be able to manage this easily and manage it over time at scale. Let's do it. Today we're happy to introduce new permission sets across all HubSpot enterprise products to help your growing company stay organized. It's a centralized tool for admins to manage permissions for groups of users, so you can spend less time organizing your team, less time administrating, and more time on the fun stuff, actually helping customers. Now, CJ at Complete Payroll asked, how can customers share on our behalf? What a cool idea. Take your customers and transform them into your best salespeople. This is what the flywheel is all about. And how could we do some work once, set it up, and have it work magically forever? And I love this next one because it shows the power that our newer products have because they were built on the unified HubSpot platform. See, by using this massive existing powers of workflows, you can automate to leverage your own customer NPS feedback. You can create triggers for tasks and deals, quotes, reviews, emails. And you can do it all from within the workflow engine that you already know and use and love. See, building a process around your feedback is the single key to growing better, if you ask me. And with advocacy automation, it makes that an easy 10 out of 10. I see no reason why we shouldn't be able to test multiple variations in A/B testing. Now, we all know marketers absolutely love experimentation. And experimentation is about trying big, big, crazy things. So why should we limit A/B testing to just A versus B? This year, we set out to make experimentation a whole new level of powerful. This uses the same artificial intelligence that we use for contact deduplication. We've made adaptive page testing very, very easy, and I'm telling you, this is really cool. You can now test up to 5 variations, and my favorite part is that as you go about the rest of your day, HubSpot will sniff out the winning variation and start to incrementally point more traffic in that direction. It's all machine learning and AI behind the scenes. Super cool. Now, Kirsten from CIAT wrote in, ultimately, we want to help where students are chatting with us. Customer feedback comes through a variety of channels. It comes through social media. It comes through email, forums, all over the place. It's true for us. We know it's true for you. A big place customers want to be engaging with you today is Facebook Messenger. So I absolutely love this release. You know, over 1 billion people use Facebook Messenger. Now with HubSpot, you can create these seamless Messenger experiences across your Facebook business pages and then manage them within HubSpot in a unified inbox. Super cool. That lets you have more personalized conversations, build stronger relationships by meeting your customers where they are in the way that they want from you. So look, here's the thing. Sometimes feedback can be tough to translate from the words we're hearing into actionable steps in the product. It can be hard to squint and kind of read the tea leaves. For example, with reporting, we've been getting a lot of customer feedback saying vague things like, I need to be able to drill down into reports and add drill downs into reports. And we've been scratching our head. We don't know what to do with that. But over time, we started to piece together a trend. These are actual support issues filed for our reporting tool, and we finally got it. You want to be able to drill down into reports. So we've added drill downs into all reports in HubSpot. Who's excited about that? Before, admittedly, you had to navigate through the product to find exactly what you were looking for, and now any report you see, you can click through and get the information you need to make better decisions with just that one click. But that's not all we have for reporting. What I'm going to share next is the #1 most requested feature for marketers. First, I want to try something here. I'm going to ask you all a question. I want to take your temperature here. Who feels like their marketing department doesn't get enough credit? It's the truth. Despite everything you do, despite all the leads you generate, all the demand, all the awareness, sometimes marketers can feel invisible. What can we do to respond to this? What you've asked us for is you've asked us for proof of the ROI of everything that you do. Just look at this. The most intuitive, the most exhaustive, the most powerful, multi-touch attribution reporting available on the market. Who's excited for this? This is it. This is the key to showing how all the pieces fit together. And in the immortal words of the great philosopher, Jonathan Van Ness, you are strong. You are a Kelly Clarkson song. You've got this. He's kind of my hero, and he's totally right. You've got this. You've got, with our new multi-touch attribution reporting, the power of HubSpot to create amazing reports that give you the proof you need. You can now see all the way, for example, from website first touch all the way through to closed deal. It will also show you how the individual assets you're creating lead directly to revenue across email, blog, landing pages, you name it, across entire campaigns. It's time to show what's working and get some credit for your hard work. So we heard you. We're making sure our tools have what you need as your business grows, from the new app marketplace to advocacy automation, multiple lead scores, didn't even get to that today, a lot of other stuff, attribution reporting. So for everyone who needed HubSpot to do more, who's excited for everything we just saw? Okay, let's talk about founders. Let's talk about founders for a second. A lot of people think of startup founders as jet setters in cashmere sweatsuits, driving brand new Teslas, in their penthouses, sipping imported matcha tea, looking out across the desert, thinking big, deep thoughts. The reality of being a founder is sleeping under your desk. It's making ramen in a coffee pot. It's booking a room at the Marriott when your office literally catches fire. So for founders, this next section is just for you. Thomas Berry from Picmonic said it best. As a startup, we're always looking for new tools that will help us grow and to make an impact on a smaller budget. So we believe that growth, especially when you're starting out, shouldn't break the bank. When we made our CRM free 5 years ago, we thought it was the right thing to do. You see, to us, growing better means building businesses in a sustainable way. So we wanted to continue to invest here. Investing in building tools that can help small businesses, early-stage startups thrive and grow, especially in those extra lean early times. Let's meet one. Let's meet Honeycomb, an early-stage startup from right here in Boston.
With Honeycomb, any brand or community or organization can launch their own custom social network. I think what's beautiful about how we approach social networks is that it's about real human things. It's about shared values, a shared experience, a shared belief as opposed to just, casual friends and followers.
We're definitely a startup. We've grown a lot. We've worked with Lady Gaga. She was actually one of our first clients. HubSpot has helped us a lot while working on marketing and sales because we've been able to utilize and take advantage of your free products as well as the paid platform.
Our relationship with HubSpot started with the free CRM and being able to track the leads that we were nurturing through the sales process.
HubSpot has become our daily Bible database center. Everything that we do day to day revolves around HubSpot and the data that we're getting from it.
Email marketing as a new free tool for us, we were extremely happy to see that come. A lot of the email marketing tools out there are extremely expensive. To market new products that we've put into the platform to existing customers has become a lot easier for us and a lot more economical, and it produces really beautiful emails.
One of the things that I actually watch on the daily is the chatbot because that's our first touch with the customer. So just being able to see naturally what are people looking for and what are they expecting on the platform, that's been very big, not only on the sales side, but for engineering, because we get to see what are people really looking for and how can we help them best.
Honeycomb uses the ad connector really to understand where everything started, what that first touch point with that customer was.
So just using all of those tools all together have helped us create the most bang for our marketing dollar.
We want to have hands-on experience to understand how is this product going to affect our company. And the free tool really helps us do that because we can put it into the system and see how it works instead of making a decision based on a sales pitch.
Like HubSpot is offering a powerful marketing, sales, and success platform for small companies like mine, Honeycomb shares that same value, that we can offer something really powerful and beautiful that really helps people at minimal cost.
Let's give it up for Honeycomb. Cool team, cool product, and they're doing great stuff. We're psyched to be part of their story from the very first chapter. In working with these early stage startups like Honeycomb, we knew that investing in our CRM was going to help companies of all sizes grow. We've seen that today. So when we thought about which tools to make free, we decided to go right for the core. Let's make the core stuff that every business needs to do, make it free. You can see where I'm going with this. We mentioned this in the video. 2 borderline insane additions to our free suite of CRM tools. The first one, we've moved ads into the free CRM. Now you can do cross-network advertising and you can track the performance all from one place. You can do it for free. And that's not all. This is a biggie. Been at this a while. I never thought that I would see this day. Free email from HubSpot, right in our free CRM. Check this out. It's so beautiful too, honestly. It's just gorgeous. Our all-new drag and drop email editor is super intuitive, built from the ground up. So whether it's your first marketing email ever or your first of the day, you're in great shape. Email deliverability also is sky high, 98.21%. If you're curious whether that's something to be excited about, I'll let you Google it on your own time. It certainly is. So with HubSpot's free tools, you can now do everything from engaging with a contact on website or email. You can live chat. You can schedule meetings. You can create help desk tickets. And that's just the tip of the iceberg. Look at everything you can do for free in HubSpot today. That's just remarkable, isn't it? I saw all the iPhones and Androids come up to take a picture. You should take a picture of this. We're very proud of it. All right, we've covered a ton of ground here today, but I could only scratch the surface. So I encourage everyone in the room to spend time with our general managers. Now, this is my team I get to work with very closely on a day-to-day basis. It's our product leaders for Marketing Hub, Sales Hub, Service Hub, and our ecosystem, our entire platform. So tomorrow, they're each going to do a deep dive on their part of the product. We're going to geek out. If you're an extrovert, you can go shake their hand and put a face to the name. I know they would love to meet you. They've worked really hard on these presentations. Go check these out. Okay, for everyone, not just the folks here today at Inbound, but also the folks on the live stream, you can head to hubspot.com/new to see everything we talked about today and a lot more we didn't have time to get to. Thank you for being a great audience. We've made a lot of progress this year. I'm excited to see what happens. See you next year and have a great inbound.